Republican Congressman Ken Buck, as Coach Prime likes to say, ain't hard to find. Just look wherever the TV cameras are pointed. In the middle of the fight over who the Speaker of the House should be, yesterday when Buck announced he wouldn't run for re-election, and then today, courtroom in Colorado, defending former President Trump from an attempt to keep him off the ballot. Politics guy Marshall Zellinger explains Buck's latest position, one of many, on attempts to overthrow the 2020 election.
Good afternoon, Representative Buck.
Republican Congressman Ken Buck testified today to help former President Trump remain on the ballot in Colorado, helping an election denier one day after announcing he's leaving Congress in part because of election denialism. The lawsuit claims Trump engaged in an insurrection and is not eligible for office under the 14th Amendment. Buck was called by Trump's team to discredit the January 6 committee report being used to try to prove Trump's involvement in an insurrection.
It was like going into a courtroom as a prosecutor and not having a defense counsel or defendant. I think in order to be able to judge someone's culpability, you've got to be able to hear both sides of the story. And in this case, there was not another side.
Buck revealed that he asked then House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy to be on the January 6 committee, but was told no.
I asked Kevin if I could get his permission to seek to serve on that committee, because I thought it was important that witnesses were cross-examined and documents were challenged. And Kevin told me that he did not want me serving on that committee, and he didn't want anybody else serving on the committee, any other Republican serving on that committee.
Under cross-examination, Buck was asked if he believed Trump supporters sometimes acted with violence based on the former president's statements.
If President Trump says, it's your duty to vote, you need to go vote, I think that his supporters would listen to that and follow those instructions. I think if President Trump says, I want you to go kill somebody, I don't think that political supporters, being political supporters and not otherwise engaged, would go kill somebody. So I think it depends on what the order is, and I think it depends on the legality of the order, and I think it depends on the context of the order.
Just when Buck was being asked to reconcile his video statement yesterday for why he was leaving Congress with his thoughts on January 6th, the Trump team objected because it went beyond why they called Buck to the stand, and the judge agreed, meaning we never got to hear an answer.
So we were like this close to finding out under oath what Ken Buck actually thinks of what went down with the 2020 election. Because again, he's been on every side of this issue and invented like new positions that we didn't know existed between the other positions. And we were that close to like raise your right hand and swear what you think is the truth.
Yeah, and because of the way the legal process works, he was only called for certain topics, and on direct examination, he was only asked about January 6th and his role inside the Capitol, what he went through personally on January 6th, and the January 6th Commission report, what he thought of it. And that's all the opposition could ask about. So on cross-examination, you could only ask about that, and they tried to connect his statement yesterday to some of that. Judge didn't think it worked.
This probably is not a legal term, but that's a bummer, right? That would have been a missed opportunity.
It's a good legal term.
Marshall, thank you.